Look the whole boss here, right now. Here my Sasha. Look the rest, dreadlocks. Here buddy wifey Sasha. Oh God.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm not here to make a bunch of stupid jokes about the death of any human being. That is disrespectful. Every human being has a fundamental dignity, even if they are a criminal, a wife beater, or some sort of monster, which may be the case of Sheron Sukhdeo. What I am here to talk about is how absolutely stupid our society has become. In that, yes, we are here, we're all making fun, we're making memes and sharing them about the death of Sheron Sukhdeo, when this situation is indicative of exactly our society is in the pits. We have here, this story, we all know this story. Sheron Sukhdeo became famous for his basically criminal dealings. I'm not sure if to classify him as a money launderer or a drug lord or whatever the hell he was. He had a lot of illicit funds. He came from nothing to become the owner of several used car lots. And then we know him as the person who beat his wife, and his wife's bloody and battered body was all over Facebook. And his wife went to the court and dropped the case, as happens with so many cases of domestic violence in the country. Well, we don't know if she was suffering from battered wife syndrome, where it is completely normal for a woman in those circumstances to have conflicted emotions. On the one hand, they love their husband or their partner, and the next hand they want to be free. So they're extremely confused. Women in those situations, it's very rare for them to leave. You usually have a very narrow window to get them out of that abusive situation. Or, knowing Sheron Sukhdeo, he probably just said, if you leave me, I'll kill you. I mean, that's the kind of man he was. As we see that he's now dead because he reaped what he sowed. So this is a situation, Trinidad and Tobago, anybody watching, we should be utterly and completely ashamed of ourselves. Sheron Sukhdeo is a reflection of who we are as a society. There are probably 50 men like him running around the country, and he just happened not to be famous for their crimes. And in this country, we have a situation where we know who all the gang leaders are. We know who they are, the police knows who they are, and we make fun of them on Facebook. And very little is done about it. And it's not like the national security apparatus doesn't have the ability to tap people's phones, and we have the resources. We spend billions of dollars on national security and in the police service, and we basically only get rid of these people not through the due process of a court system as a democratic society is supposed to. We get rid of these people when another gang leader kills them. So I would like anybody here with a moral compass. Yes, I laugh at one or two of the memes. Yes, they are funny, but we are basically, I don't even know our words. We are in the moral pits. Our country, we are so bad, we can't even appreciate our if you go to Matura, any of our beaches where the turtles are supposed to lay eggs, they're covered in garbage. There's one time I went there and I saw a bunch of French tourists come. They rented a car and they said bonjour and happy Diwali, Shubh Diwali, whatever. They're trying to enjoy our supposedly rich biodiversity, and they're walking through piles of garbage on the beach. We are a disgusting society, and this Sheron Sukhdeo situation is indicative of how disgusting we are. So I would like to call upon all of you. We need to make an effort to change our ways. Because, that aside, just look, we have a woman here, Rachel, and we're saying, oh, she must sleep well and good at night. She's probably so battered and psychologically damaged, she might take 10 to 20 years to recover from what she went through. And there are thousands upon thousands of women in her situation in this country not getting attention and support. So we need to, I just don't understand. There's so many things wrong with Trinidad, I don't know where to begin. We need to stop glorifying gangsters and stop, idolizing people like Sheron Sukhdeo. there's nothing glorious about being a wife beater, a gang leader. He probably killed, I don't know, a couple of people. I'm not too familiar with his criminal background. We need to stop making fun of situations where women are being abused and battered, and when they go back to their abuser, that is a part of the normal psychology of a battered woman. Stop, have some understanding, and we need collectively, if we do not change our ways as a society, it is quite obvious that while our every government basically waits for the oil price or the gas price to go back up to save the economy, that cannot last forever. If we do not change our ways, if we do not have economic diversification, if we do not function, we don't even function as a society right now. If we don't learn to function as a society with some sort of rational, moral foundation, honestly, I'm not sure if we will have a country in 30 to 40 years. We really need to change our ways, or else we're down that slippery slope to I don't know where. Thank you very much for listening to my rant, and please have a good day.